We welcome you to this broadcast of boys varsity soccer on NKTelco Sports. We're here at New Knoxville Community Park where the Toledo Christian Eagles will take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Minster Bank, Lincoln Electric Automation, Winners Meats, New Knoxville Supply, and NKTelco. Thank you to those fine sponsors allow us to bring you this. And this is high school soccer. My name is Jeff Henshin. I'll have tonight's contest here between the Eagles of Toledo Christian and the Rangers of New Knoxville here from New Knoxville as we stated on a beautiful day on the 18th day of August 2022. It'll be the second game of the season for the Toledo Christian Eagles. And the first for the Rangers, Toledo Christian comes into the ball game with an 0-1 mark. They lost to Petittsville on Tuesday in a 1-0 or 1-0 contest. And as I said, New Knoxville just a couple scrimmages under their belt. Still look to open their season up here on the home pitch here in New Knoxville. The Eagles of Toledo Christian are members of the TAC, the Toledo Area Athletic Conference, where last year they finished third place. A couple of those big schools or big teams in that conference include Ottawa Hills and Maumee Valley Country Day. Those are perennial powerhouse soccer clubs. And Coach Orozco just glad to be in that level of their competition, and those are some tough teams in that league. New Knoxville, they are represented out of the West Ohio Conference, where last year they finished 1-5. The Rangers last year were 1-13-2 overall, and both these teams kind of a contrasting head coaching style here. As I mentioned, Toledo Christian under head coach John Orozco in his 26th season. His 6th at Toledo Christian and 15 at St. Francis de Sales, 10 as a head coach, 5 as assistant coach. And on the other side of the ledger, on the left side of the pitch, in just her second season, Kaylee Patterson, the head coach of the Rangers. So a veteran head coach against a young lady who's in early stages of her career, if you will. So there's a brief recap of our coaching staff. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the opening kick here on NKTelco Sports.
My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back here as we get ready to meet the starting lineups. First, the officials for tonight's game, Josh Mullenkamp and Dom Bumstark. Your two officials for tonight. And now the coaches and the starters. For Toledo Christian, number 0, Gavin Justice, he's a junior. He's a good keeper. Lucas Patterson, number 4. Gibson Briggs is number 5. Alex Goder is number 7. Tate Nelson is number 8. Isaiah Blevins is number 9. Sam Patterson is number 12. Sam Reinhart wears number 13. Garner Munn is number 16. Landon Schaefer is number 19. Mark Semro, number 23. And again, the Toledo Christian Eagles are coached by John Orozco in his 26th season, 6th at Toledo Christian. He is assisted by Alex Dempsey and Aiden Coop. And now for the home team tonight, the New Knoxville Rangers. Luke Stockler wears number 1. Number 2 is Troy Dwenger. Number 3 is Andrew Leffel. Number 4 is Jay Waterman. Number 5, James Albers. Number 7, Nathaniel Stammen. Number 10, Jay Schrader. Number 8, Parker Jones. Number 12, Hunter Wellman. And then the goal for the keeper tonight, number 0, Preston Richling. The Rangers are coached by Kaylee Patterson, assistant coach Patrick Covert. And number 14, Gabriel Gonzalez, starter for the Rangers as well. So I believe we have everyone introduced. We'll quickly jump to our keys of the game. First, for Toledo Christian, their 3 keys include possession. They like to keep possession of the ball and work the ball. Time of possession is in their favor. They also would like to execute on set pieces, corner kicks, etc. Make sure everyone does their job and gets in the right spot to run that offense and use their speed to get up and down the pitch here, wear down the Rangers a little bit. Again, good ball handling and move the ball in tempo and force the Rangers to chase. On the other side are the keys for the Rangers. Coach Patterson would like good communication, both offensively and defensively. They have to communicate and make that 11 team personnel, if you will, be almost play like 12 or 13. Set up good passing combination. The best way to beat the defense is with good passing and make sure you're in position to not only give it but receive it and win the 50-50 battles. There's going to be some loose balls and you want to come away with them and prevent any easy opportunities for the Eagles. And with that, we'd like to thank Keyhole Pizza, our Keyhole Pizza, the sponsor for our keys of the game. And we're underway here, the first of 2 40-minute halves here at New Knoxville on a beautiful sunny day. As the ball is, again, the game just underway here, just under 30 seconds of action. And Rangers last year lost to the Eagles 1-0 in a very close game. But it was a game where the Eagles kept possession for much of the contest, forced the Rangers to play on defense. And Coach Patterson would like to flip the script, if you will, on that and let the Rangers set up more opportunities to try to score this year. And spent a lot of time last year playing defense. And so far it's kind of been a dominated offense here, although not deep into Ranger territory, but the ball has been possessed by the Eagles, although New Knoxville maybe now their first real attempt to go to work on offense and get some spacing and some good ball control passing. Parker Jones, where's number 8, freshman with it. Schrader, the give and go, down the pitch it goes. Sam Patterson there for the Eagles, number 12, able to stop the Ranger attack, but New Knoxville does keep possession. Waterman had it briefly. The ball is booted out, and in possession now is Mark Semro, number 23. The junior loses it. New Knoxville pushes it back. Another opportunity there, and now to go past the touchline. It'll be a throw-in for the Eagles, and doing that will be number 16, Garner Munn, a senior, playing right middle, tosses it in, and the Eagles will go hit it out of bounds off the head of Lucas Patterson. So the Rangers will change personnel on the throw-in, and Luke Stockler down to Dwenger. Nice save there by number 23, Semro, as keeps it in play for the Eagles. The Eagles now somewhat their deepest penetration here. They've held the ball, but it's been right around this portion of the field. Nothing really too deep yet. New Knoxville creating havoc on the far side in front of the Eagles bench. But TC, Toledo Christian, will maintain possession. Again, ball on the far side. Up the sideline it goes, and work it into the 18. And the attempt there by Semrose off the mark. So it'll be a goal kick for the Rangers. Preston Richling, the keeper for the Rangers, wearing the blue keeper shirt, puts it into play. It's, however, saved by the Eagles on their side, and they'll keep it in possession, go to work in front of the Knoxville net. James Albert steps in the way of that attempt and turns the ball over for the Rangers. And with that, though, number 8, Tate Nelson for the Eagles returns the ball to the Eagles wearing the white jerseys. Rangers in the gray shirts with red pants. Toledo Christian Eagles in all white tonight. Richland comes up with that through ball and will sidearm sling it out to the far side. That looks to be number 10, Jay Schrader. Lucas Patterson, number 4, with the ball momentarily. Now over to number 7, Alex Goder. Goder working in the left corner, gets away from a Ranger defender. Goder will have it go off of a Ranger, so that'll be a corner kick. The first of the game for the Eagles, and I believe number 9, if my eyes are good, would be Isaiah Blevins. Will set the ball down for the game's first corner kick, and these are those set pieces Coach talked about wanting to execute. A lot of bodies all inside that 18 or even a 12-yard or the 18-yard box, and it goes off of an Eagle, and Richland will put it into play. Before that, we have a substitution for the Rangers. It's going to be number 15. To Wellman. Oh, there it is. Cole Wellman, sorry. He's the game's first substitute. Cole Wellman is a freshman in for New Knoxville as Richland sends the ball to the midfield stripe. Dwenger tries to advance it. Ball taken away by number 12, Sam Patterson. And again, the Eagles with possession, although it's taken away by Schrader. Saved by the Eagles as one of the Toledo Christian players took one off of the near face. Out of bounds off of the Rangers, and it'll be Eagles ball right around midfield. The Eagles again represent the Toledo Area Athletic Conference, a team or a league that features a couple good powerhouses in Ottawa Hills and Maumee Valley Country Day. So the kick is put into play. I think there's a handling violation, and the shot there by Semro just off the mark. A break for New Knoxville. It couldn't have missed by much. Rangers get a break. Richland will hustle to put the ball back on the 12 and put it back into play. Dwenger now on the far side. A little bit of rhythm for the Rangers. Cross to Waterman. Nice pass, and Waterman cannot quite come up with it. A good attempt by the Rangers and a good stop there by the keeper, Gavin Justice. But New Knoxville inches away from getting a good attempt in front of the net. Andrew Luffel, number 3 for the Rangers, had it momentarily, taken back over by number 9, Isaiah Blevins. The ball there by the Rangers, number 7, Nathaniel Stahman, kicked out of bounds, slows down the rhythm, the momentum, if you will, briefly for Toledo Christian. It'll be their ball on the touchline, just to the east of their head coach, John Orozco. In his 6th season at Toledo Christian, his 26th season overall, spent some time at St. Francis de Sales as head coach and assistant coach. Nice pass to the middle. Another stop by Richland as Alex Goder's shot off the mark. Waterman has it go off his foot. Good defensive pressure by number 12, Sam Patterson. And with the throw-in will be number 13, Sam Reinhart. Junior defensiveman puts it into play with a long pass down the sideline to Semro. It'll stay with Toledo Christian. And again, Sam Reinhart, right defensiveman, will put the ball into play with a throw-in. Ball momentarily was intended for Lucas Patterson, but a host of Rangers, they're able to keep it out, but it does stay with the Eagles. And that ball off the mark, it goes through Richland's hands, and I believe the attempt was taken by number 10, or number 19, Landon Schaefer. His attempt was off the mark. A couple more Rangers, I think, came in. I'll try to find who they were. Ball put into play by Richling. Intended for Wellman down the far side. It's taken away and back into possession for the Eagles, and they'll go back to work on offense. Nice pass on the far side to 16, Garner Munn. Taken away by the Rangers, number 14, Gabriel Gonzalez with it. Pass up to Dwenger. Good body position there by Sam Reinhart to prevent Dwenger from the opportunity. Schrader looking for Wellman, past him and into the 18 where Justice will corral it. As we've played just about 10 minutes here of this first half. 10 minutes of the first 40 minutes. Then the teams will switch sides. Right now, Alex Goder with possession. Off of a Ranger, I believe it went off of Andrew Luffel, and that was actually kicked by Lucas Patterson, number 4. Landon Schaefer with the throw-in. Isaiah Blevins. Back to Patterson. Ball kicked away momentarily by a Ranger, number 12, I believe, Hunter Wellman. Rangers have no seniors on the squad this season. They have 5 juniors, 8 sophomores, and 4 freshmen. Once again, no seniors for the Rangers. As the ball is put into play for the Eagles. Jones battling on the far side, and James Albers kicks it out of bounds, and there'll be a substitution for the Eagles as tearing off his jersey, or the over jersey, is looks like number 10, Bryson Quinn, freshman, making his first appearance. Lucas Patterson, his ball taken away. Sure, and it's Waterman trying to run it down for the Rangers. Garner Munn, number 16, has it knocked away, and it goes out of bounds off of a Ranger. Besides our sponsors I announced beforehand, we'd also like to thank Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Grand Lake Health, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Pratt Industries, Securecom, and St. Henry Bank. Again, a fine list of those sponsors that help us bring you this. And today's high school soccer here from New Knoxville. The first game for the Rangers, the second game for the Eagles, who were defeated by Pettisville earlier in the week, 1-0 to open up their season. About an hour and 40-minute drive from Toledo Christian School down here to New Knoxville. The corner kick, the second of the half, put into play by the Eagles. Ball saved by the Rangers. Waterman, the lefty, up the left side. Able to run it down and position himself there against number 12, Sam Patterson, and those two continue to work at it. Patterson trying to prevent Waterman from the opportunity, and it stays with New Knoxville and goes off of an Eagle, number 13, Sam Reinhart. Ranger throw and quickly goes back to Waterman. Schrader now with it off his foot and belongs now to Garner Munn, number 16. Patterson comes away with it and is kicked out of bounds off of New Knoxville's number 1, Luke Stockler. Substitution for the Eagles. This will be number 14, Brock Grody. Grody is a freshman also, making his first appearance. Throw in goes actually to Dwenger, but back into possession it goes for the Eagles. Blevins with it now, being harassed and able to get it to his teammate on the far left side, Alex Goder. And that's where Goder will work against the Ranger defenseman Looks like Parker Jones. Stockler up to Waterman. Waterman loses a handle. There's a whistle. It'll be white ball on the violation or foul against New Knoxville. Number 8, Tate Nelson, a junior, will put the ball into motion here for the Eagles, who have somewhat dominated the time of possession. Much of the action has been on this side of the pitch. The east side, as this field runs east and west. Jones for New Knoxville got a foot on it. It stays with the Eagles as they work on possessing the ball. There's a shot towards the net, fielded by Preston Richling, and the Rangers again will try to get back on offense here. If nothing else, possess the ball for a little bit. As the Eagles, a possession-oriented team on offense versus more of a direct style. Eagles like to pass and possess the ball, hence the style of the offense they run. A direct style is maybe more where you kick it down and let your players go after it, and possession is more of the passing and the spacing, as New Knoxville will try to get a through ball. Not able to run it down, but instead for the Eagles, Sam Reinhart. His pass or his attempt goes out of bounds, and there's a substitution for the Rangers on their throw-in attempt. Leaving will be Schrader. Entering will be number 7, Nathaniel Stahman. And that'll be picked up by the keeper, Gavin Justice, a junior. Had a great season last year as a sophomore keeper. One of 4 starters that does return from last year's squad that went 8-8-2. So the ball back in play on the far side in front of Coach Kaylee Patterson's bench. Her assistant coach is Patrick Covert, who graduated from New Knoxville in 2021, was a standout player himself as a high school athlete, and now on board as an assistant coach to help Coach Patterson in her second season as head coach. She's a graduate of Madison Plains High School 2017. Patterson also recently graduated from Wright State University, where she played some basketball there, and started her college career at Urbana, where she played a couple years of soccer, and then that university actually closed or folded. The throw in from number 19, Landon Schaefer. Down the sideline, gets through a couple players and ends up towards Toledo's Christian's net, if you will, or towards a Ranger net. Kicked out of bounds. The Eagles maintain possession. Mark Semro, number 23, battling with number 12, Hunter Wellman. And it'll stay with the Eagles. I believe this will bring up the third corner kick of the half as we approach or go just under 23 minutes of action. So just about halfway through the first half.
I think Grandma's gonna go get some popcorn. I called her on the way home. Well, that's why I brought you other stuff. It's a good thing.
So for the Eagles in the right corner, it'll be number 4, I think. Take it back, numbers.
Oh, I think you said step over this.
Number 8, Tate Nelson. And he goes off of an Eagle. New Knoxville will, again, get a goal kick. But before that happens, Schrader for the Rangers, a sophomore, will come back in and give number 15, Cole Wellman, a breather. Richling switches sides and will come to the near side. Semro comes up with the ball for the Eagles. And it'll go off Semro, and it'll be Ranger ball deep inside their own territory. Waterman trying to work for possession, loses it. Lucas Patterson back to Semro on the right side as they will again realign and work for good passing opportunities. Lucas Patterson over here now to 19, Landon Schaefer. Very patient right now are the Eagles as that one long shot down the other side off of the head of an Eagle, and it goes out of bounds. Stays in play, I should say. Nice job, but the Rangers come up with it. Schrader just a bit too much out in front of it, loses the handle, but able to win it back. Reinhardt will kick it out of bounds. It'll be, I believe, Ranger ball with a throw in. Take it back one off of a Ranger, so it'll be Reinhardt with a throw in. Schrader's kick, I believe it was Schrader on the right side, no good. Stamen runs it down. Rangers looking to get it again in a little bit of a wild operation there, but the Eagles survive. They prevent the goal and prevent the Rangers from getting a score. It's been an offensive dominated game by the Eagles, but New Knoxville, one of their rare attempts, able to nearly come up with a scoring opportunity. Waterman's shot, no good. Dwenger with the pass from Waterman off of his head, wide left, out of bounds. Goal kick for the Eagles. For the Rangers, number 9, Tyler Apgar, sophomore, in for New Knoxville. Gavin Justice, junior keeper. Left footer puts it into play. Patterson heads it down across the mid-stripe into Ranger territory. Nice job by number 11, Noah Holland, for the Rangers. Waterman with a slide, steals it. Stockler, through ball, intended for the speedy Dwenger. Justice able to come up and corral it before Dwenger gets a chance. Bryson Quinn had it for the Eagles. They maintain possession down the right side, looking for Semro. Maybe too much on it, and it does go out of play. It'll be New Knoxville ball as we're under 18 and a half minutes, so we're in the second half of the first half. And in for the Rangers, replacing Stockler will be number 3, Andrew Luffel, a junior, replacing Stockler. Number 14, Gabriel Gonzalez, sophomore, puts it into play. There's a whistle. And the unofficial call from the staff is there was a throw-in violation as he stepped on the line. So it'll be a rethrow, but this time coming from Toledo Christian. Ball's knocked out of bounds by number 10, Bryson Quinn, who give Richland another corner kick. He's been active with corner kicks as much of the action has taken place on the right side of your television screen tonight, which would be in New Knoxville territory, which means Toledo Christian has possessed the ball most of this 23 minutes of action so far. New Knoxville hasn't had many opportunities, but they've come up close a couple times. Another ball out of bounds, another throw in, a substitution for the Eagles. Number 7, Alex Goder returns to the lineup. Parker Jones with the header back to the Eagles. However, the ball does go. It was on the far side coming towards the middle. Now come the Eagles offense, and Noah Holland steps through and prevents the attack from happening. Holland continues to battle, wins the battle. Blevins pass up the side, run down by the Rangers. James Albers now will clear it out to awaiting Jay Schrader, number 10. Dwenger able to come down with it on the left side. Crossover, the kick towards the middle. Justice is there before Waterman can get an attack on it. And that will stop the Ranger threat as we approach the final 16 minutes of this first half. Parker Jones, a freshman on the far side, wears number 8, battling with number 14, Brock Grody. Both those are freshmen going at it. Nearly getting free was Bryson Quinn, number 10, but the Rangers able to get it. Gonzalez now for New Knoxville. Can't sneak it past Schaefer, and it goes back to Toledo Christian, where Noah Holland will work it up the side. And it goes off of an Eagle, so it'll be New Knoxville ball. Take it back, it'll be Toledo Christian ball on the touch line. Freshman Landon Schaefer with the honors. Long throw in inside. Knocked away, and Leffel comes up with it for the Rangers. Left kicks it down. Nice curl on it, keeps it in play. Dwenger a little bit too much on that attempt, and is too quick for Schrader to run it down. 4 subs coming into the contest. 3 for the Rangers, 1 for the Eagles, and 1 for Toledo Christian is number 4, Lucas Patterson, returning to the lineup. For New Knoxville, number 15, Cole Wellman in. And I know 2 others snuck in as well. Stockler, I believe, back in. Dwenger heads it back to the Toledo Christian side of the pitch. The Eagles, though, able to corral and contain and control. Sam Reinhardt's ball up the middle. A little too strong. James Albers for New Knoxville, number 5, comes away with it. There's a collision. There's number 9, Isaiah Blevins, and Albers collide. Luckily, no one gets hurt. It'll be Eagles ball as number 8. Actually, there will be a foul called against Albers, so it'll be a direct kick on the foul. And number 8, junior Tate Nelson, with his left foot, will put it into play. Attempt there by number 9, Isaiah Blevins, off of a header, but Preston Richland there to knock it down and prevent really the first straight on, maybe the second straight on attack at the goal that the Eagles have had. That let's say had a great chance. There have been some other ones that Preston has been able to field, but that one the most bang so far of the half. Pass intended for Schrader, can't quite get through. Wellman able to get in the way, keep it on this side of the pitch. That one right under my feet and out of bounds will be New Knoxville ball right at the midfield stripe. Number 1, Luke Stockler, junior defensive man and midfielder, will throw it in. Looking for Dwenger, a little bit too much on it. Rangers do come up with it. Dwenger looking for Waterman, couldn't quite get a good defense, and I believe part of that defense was from number 13, Sam Reinhardt. Able to stop the through ball intended for Waterman. And this is Reinhardt now, number 13, over to his teammate Patterson. A little cross kick or change of direction intended for Ethan Dirth, number 6, senior forward. Substitutions again for the Eagles. Many players rotating through today. Ethan Dirth, number 6, will be replaced by number 2, Austin Holmes, a sophomore. Landon Schaefer gets it into Quinn. Quinn gets it back, and it'll go off of Quinn, and it'll be another goal kick from Preston Richling, the Ranger keeper. For the Rangers, number 9, Tyler Apgar, sophomore, comes back in. And for Toledo Christian, looks like number 16 it is, Garner Munn, senior, comes back in for the Eagles as we have just about approached the final 10 minutes of the first half, or let's just say the start of the fourth quarter of the first half. The final 10 minutes as the clock's at 10:40 and counting. That one is deflected and out of play. So Preston Richling, the keeper, again will put it down and put it back into play. Rangers can't contain it. Instead, it goes over to the Eagles on the far side of the pitch. They work it back to the middle. Munn had it. And kind of a roller into the hands of Richling. He'll sling it out to the far side to number 15, Cole Wellman. His pass ends up in the feet of Schaefer, who wins the battle, and now will advance it to the right down the pitch. His long pass or attempt off the mark, and Richling runs it down again for the Rangers. This time Richling will kick it out, and on the far side is Waterman. Off a couple players, and it will stay with Toledo Christian. Leffel, though, for the New Knoxville Rangers, able to win the ball momentarily. Leffel again on the far side, whereas number 3 has the ball, and it'll be up the side now to Dwenger. Playing defense in the back is Sam Reinhart to slow it down momentarily, but it does stay with New Knoxville. And for now, the Eagles have flipped the field as they will come this way. That one's going to be a little bit too strong. Go out of bounds as a good hustling effort by Bryson Quinn. Won't be able to run it down. And Gabriel Gonzalez will throw it in as we go under the 9-minute mark of this first half. Coming in for the Eagles, number 23, Mark Semro. And I didn't catch who came in for the Rangers, but nonetheless, Semro came in for the Eagles, and a violation against the Rangers on the throw-in, so that'll give the ball back to the Eagles of Toledo Christian under head coach John Orozco. Off of a Ranger, it'll be a corner kick, and I have that now as a 4th corner kick of the half. And it appears that number 8, Tate Nelson, a junior middle defenseman, will put the ball into play. Eight Eagles line up on the 18-yard line. Nelson, left foot, off the hands of Richling, and it goes out of bounds on the far side, so I think we'll flip corners apparently, and this will be the 5th corner kick. And I believe it again will be number 8, or is that number 9? Well, they put it into play quickly. Pass a little bit too strong, and it will go out of bounds. And more substitutions for the Rangers, 2 of them. Parker Jones, number 8, and also I can't quite see. It's the far side of the pitch. I'll get the name and number here in a second. I believe it's just too far away for me to pick up right now, but it'll be New Knoxville ball once the players, there's the whistle, have exited. Richling with the kick. Lucas Patterson keeps it in play with a header to keep it with the Eagles. Reinhardt, part of the action there, but now the Rangers come away with this is Schrader. Up to Stockler. His pass back to Schrader taken away, but the Rangers do get a through ball. Schrader on the right side. A dive there defensively by the Eagles, prevent it, and then it's scooped up by Justice. I believe the slide came from number 8, Tate Nelson. Couple bodies go down, they play on, there's a whistle. And the Ranger I could not identify earlier was number 7, Nathaniel Stahman, playing defense on the left side for the Rangers. And the foul was committed against Toledo Christian, so a direct kick for the Rangers. Albers. Down to Waterman. Waterman left-handed will work it across and give it to Cole Wellman. Schrader working against Sam Patterson, far side. And the ball was kicked out of bounds or off of New Knoxville last. So the throw-in will go to the Eagles. 0-0 the score. We're down to just about the final 5 minutes of this first half. That ball actually off of a Ranger, but Albers will be there in time to kick it out of play and kind of slow down the momentum, let the Rangers regroup. Stallman there for New Knoxville to momentarily stop the momentum, but the Eagles do get it back and continue to keep the ball in front of the New Knoxville net. Now, whether or not they can get a good attack, right now they have not, as Parker Jones in there to slow it down and clear it, and Waterman advances it down the left side. Dwenger sprinting down with number 13, Sam Reinhart. And they will keep it with Dwenger, his cross kick. No one home for the Rangers. It slips to the other side. Andrew Leffel will run it down. Under 4 minutes to play. And there's a whistle and a foul. So that'll be a direct kick and a yellow card against number 4, Lucas Patterson. So I think they will record that yellow card violation and maybe an aggressive slide. More subs come in for the Eagles. Clock running. Clock stopped actually at 3:52. New Knoxville will have a direct kick, so this can score. This is Jay Waterman, a left-hander, left-footed kicker, if you will put the ball into play. And they will back up the Eagles to the 10-yard mark. So New Knoxville has not had many true scoring threats. A lot can happen down here in these set pieces. That one intended for Stockler. It goes off of, I believe, an Eagle. So now it'll be New Knoxville's corner kick, their first of the half. And again, Waterman appears to put it down in the far left corner. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Ball up in the air, hoping for someone to get a head on it. Schrader's attack. Dwenger's attack. Off the mark, wide right and a little bit high, but boy, you get those opportunities. It doesn't matter how it works out. They all count, and New Knoxville was hoping for a break. And that loose ball 50-50 battle, and Dwenger got a foot on it, but just couldn't connect on target. Gavin Justice, the junior keeper. left foot. Possession will stay with the Rangers as Schrader on the far right side trying to save it. Instead, it does go down across the midfield stripe. Stallman there for New Knoxville. Can't quite keep it into play. That'll give the ball back to the Eagles and a couple more subs for them on the far side. I thought it said 11. I don't see an 11. Oh, yes, I do. Reed Nelson, freshman in on the far side, who came in at last possession. Pass intended for Nelson, going to be too strong out of bounds. Richland will put the ball into play with the corner kick as we approach the final 2 minutes here of the first half. Waterman ends up with it near the midfield stripe. Wellman working against Semro, able to get it down the left side. Wellman able to keep it now to Stockler up the pitch. Hoping for someone to find some running room. Can't quite happen for New Knoxville. Cleared out momentarily by the Eagles. Semro with it. Won't quite save it in time as the ball entirely crossed the touchline. New Knoxville will have a minute and 25 seconds clock running. Luke Stockler finds Leffel. Back to Stockler. Dwenger heads it towards the net. Hoping for a mishandle, and none such the luck as sure-handed Gavin Justice comes up with the ball, and with 65 seconds to play, puts it back into play for his team. Braden Munn, number 3, with the ball. Munn is brother to the senior, number 16, Garner Munn. And I understand there's some relation there with Brock Grody, a cousin involved there between the Munns and the Grody players. Braden Schaefer out of bounds, 35 seconds, clock moves. This is Cole Wellman.
30 seconds, go, go, go.
Waterman hoping for an opportunity here for the Rangers. Final 20 seconds. Scoreless first half so far. Nelson gives it back to Isaiah Blevins. Pass across the pitch goes in front of the bench for the Eagles. Down to 5 seconds. 4. This is going to be about the last of it. And there's the first half buzzer. Your score after 40 minutes of action here at New Knoxville. Toledo Christian 0. New Knoxville 0. We will take a break. And when we come back, we'll have second half action here from New Knoxville. You're watching boys high school soccer on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to New Knoxville Community Park. We're at halftime where the Toledo Christian Eagles and New Knoxville Rangers are tied at 0-0 on this Precision Strip timeout that we're in right now as we prepare for the second half. I'd like to thank Precision Strip once again for being our timeout sponsor. And with that, let's go into our halftime stats. And again, the important one is that score, 0-0. And these are unofficial, so bear with me, but the shots for the Eagles, 7 in the first half, and they had 5 shots on goal. Their keeper had 2 saves, And the Eagles earned 5 corner kicks for New Knoxville. 0 is the score, 3 shots, and 2 of them were on goal. Preston Richland came up with 5 saves, and the Rangers earned 1 corner kick. So there are your brief and unofficial halftime stats here on this NKTelco production that, again, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Minster Bank, Lincoln Electric Automation, Winners Meats, and New Knoxville Supply, those fine sponsors allowing us to bring you this. With Eagles and the Rangers, the Eagles represent the Toledo Area Athletic Conference. New Knoxville representing the West Ohio Conference in soccer here today. Again, early in the season, this 18th day of August. A beautiful afternoon here at New Knoxville on the pitch. And we've seen the first half dominated by the Eagles as far as possession. Kind of what their motto is, a ball control offense. They spent much of the first half with possession. The Rangers made it exciting, though, in a couple of their attempts. Although it was few, they had some, let's say, fast break opportunities where just maybe a overpass here or there prevented them from getting a great opportunity, but came up with some, plays that the keeper for the Eagles, Gavin Justice, had to make, or else it would have been a score. And likewise, Preston Richland, one came off of a set piece out of the corner, a header, and then a quick attack, and Richland was able to knock down what would have been a goal, and then not only knock it down, but corral it and prevent any other, let's say, rebound shots from taking place. So that's kind of where we're at. Our officials again today, Josh Molenkamp and Dom Bumstark. The gentleman in yellow today, refereeing, officiating this soccer match. And with that, we will change directions. Now Toledo Christian will be going to the west, which is into the sun. And New Knoxville will be the opposite, heading east into the bean field. And we're underway. The final 40 minutes of action here at New Knoxville. Rangers on the first defensive stand, able to win the ball back, but quickly it goes back over to Toledo on a nice steal by Isaiah Blevins. Working the ball now, Lucas Patterson in the middle of the pitch. Trying to find a teammate and get a shot, and that one kind of veers off wide right out of bounds. Richling has been active in the first half, really with a lot of goal kicks. So he's been quite active with the leg, and at times slinging it out on his saves, sidearm, or even on the goal kicks. No, on the saves, I should say, where he was able to use his hands and sling it out with his sidearm motion. Sam Reinhart playing defense on Dwenger in the left side, and will do his business and clear it and let his teammates come back and force the Rangers to reset in front of Toledo Christian bench. Last year they were 8-2 under head coach, again, John Orozco, in his 26th season as a high school head coach, his 6th at Toledo Christian. I mentioned before on the other side for New Knoxville, Kaylee Patterson in her 2nd season as head coach at New Knoxville. And she's assisted by Patrick Covert, a 2021 graduate of New Knoxville, a standout soccer player for the Rangers in his day. Hoping some of that athleticism and knowledge he can now download, if you will, to the younger Rangers, a younger generation, or his current high school players. Toledo Christian has assistant coach here today is Alex Dempsey, and also Aiden Cooper, who's not here, but 2 assistant coaches for the Eagles on their roster. Ball goes off of the end line, so another goal kick for Richling. Waterman. Stockler on the far side now to Parker Jones. Waterman again left-footed down the sideline, looking for Dwenger down the left side. Too much on it, it'll go out of bounds. Throw-in opportunity coming from number 8, Tate Nelson. And he'll change his mind and give it instead to number 19, Landon Schaefer, a freshman. Action going on the far side. It stays with the Eagles. Lucas Patterson And now number 8, Tate Nelson. That ball intended for Semro goes out of bounds. Knoxville throw in will take place by Andrew Leffel. Schrader off of the feet of the leg, I should say, of number 12, Sam Patterson. Ball overthrown, and with the stop was Tate Nelson. Ball will end up in the hands of the feet, I should say, number 9, Isaiah Blevins, and they'll attack down the right side. Garner Munn trying to work it to the center off of a Ranger defensiveman. I believe that was Gonzalez, number 14 for New Knoxville, that prevented the attack for the Eagles to continue. Stockler up the side for Schrader. Patterson and Schrader are working one-on-one against each other. Schrader right now wins the battle. Off of Patterson, back to Schrader. Leffel now inside the 18 will center it. And the header off of Dwanger just over the crossbar. So good attempt there. Again, the Rangers haven't had many time of possession minutes, but the few times they've broken down the defense and had some opportunities, they've had some decent, authentic or would-be or shots that definitely had a chance. Would have been great plays, but instead it goes down as just a missed opportunity. Landon Schaefer running it down. Gives it over to Justice, and Justice has to be careful on those type of attacks, not to pick it up with his hands on those direct kicks to him from his teammate. You cannot use your hands, even as a keeper. Leffel working his way through, finds Waterman. Schrader still with the ball, able to trying to work around Semro. He does, but there in the middle is Lucas Patterson. Patterson's attempt thwarted by James Albers. Leffel to Schrader, a little give and go. Leffel wins the battle. Now we'll try to cross field. Nice crossover. Centers it. There's opportunity for the Rangers. And just out of the reach of Waterman. Nice play by Gavin Justice. A nice decision by him. Boy, the Rangers again had some bodies going at it as a nice ball across the middle. Gave them some opportunities, and Justice made the right decision and was able to corral it before the Rangers got a foot on it. Coach Patterson talked about increasing the opportunities, the scoring opportunities this season. Spent a lot of time last year playing defense. Want to work on those abilities and opportunities to get yourself in scoring position more often. Parker Jones on the far sideline, just on the right side of the midfield stripe with the throw in for the Rangers. That one off of New Knoxville. It appears it'll be Toledo Christian ball, and in for the Eagles is number 11. Take it back, number 14, Brock Grody, a freshman. Midfielder in for the Eagles. Garner Munn, number 16, or sorry, that was number 9, had the ball down there. Isaiah Blevins, and goes off of a Ranger, so it'll be a throw in as customary now. Right now, it seems that Landon Schaefer has done most of the throw ins for the Eagles today, or quite a few of them. He'll hustle down. As we've played just over 7.5 minutes of this second 40-minute quarter, or half, I should say. 2 40-minute halves in high school soccer. Richling runs up, snares it out of the air, and will hustle down, and right-footed as he goes down across the midfield stripe. Schrader able to corral it. Waiting for some teammates to come down. We'll cross over to Leffel. Leffel being pushed by Semro, and it'll go off of Leffel as Semro with some physical contact there, making it difficult for Leffel to run offense, and off of Leffel it goes. So the throw-in will belong to the Eagles. And on this side of the pitch, number 13, Sam Reinhardt, junior defensive player, will put it into play. 2 feet down, ball directly over the head. Well done. Leffel in the middle of that mess gets the ball momentarily for New Knoxville. However, it comes away with the Eagles. Grody with the kick that momentarily kept it on the Rangers side as they get it back. Leffel now on the right side, being harassed and guarded by Patterson, who will kick it out of bounds and actually kick it off of a Ranger. So it'll be Eagle ball deep in their own territory. And now number 23, Mark Semro, with the drag and the throw over the head of New Knoxville Schrader into possession of Gibson Briggs, number 5. Briggs trying to get back in there, but not in time as Dwenger able to win the ball, maintain possession, tries to center it. Schrader will run out of real estate, and it'll be a corner kick for Gavin Justice. Take that back. It went off of the Eagles, so a corner kick. Second of the contest for New Knoxville. And Jay Waterman, a junior, will put the ball into play on the right corner. Through a couple players, Dwenger there can't get a shot off, and the ball will go out of bounds. Other sponsors for today's game, I want to mention them. They include Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Grand Lake Health, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Pratt Industries, Securcom, and St. Henry Bank. I want to thank those sponsors also as they help bring us this telecast today. And this telecast is high school soccer from New Knoxville. Toledo Christian and New Knoxville going at it on a beautiful day. We are scoreless as we've played just over 10 minutes here in the second half. So we're at 29 minutes almost of this second half. And the ball goes out of bounds. I believe it will be a corner kick. If so, it'll be the first of the half, the 6th of the game for the Eagles. And trotting over to do that business, number 8, Tate Nelson. Nelson is a junior, middle defensive player. Apparently also a left footer. We've had quite a few lefties. I know the keeper is a lefty, Justice, and also Nelson, a lefty. As not real sure what all happened there, but a mishandle and apparently a goal by number 14, Brock Grody. At the 28-27 mark, I kind of gave up on the play. I thought maybe New Knoxville had secured it, but evidently not. And I believe the goal came from midfielder number 14, Brock Grody, a freshman, at the 28-27 mark. So a tough break for New Knoxville, and an opportunity taken advantage of by Toledo Christian. So the Rangers now trail. A lot of time left to play in this match. Lucas Patterson with it for the Eagles. Mark Semro now with it, loses a battle to Apgar for the Rangers, number 9. Schrader positions himself well to gain possession. Clears it down the middle, hoping to find Dwenger. He stays with Rangers, though, as Waterman doing battle in the middle of the pitch. Sends it back up to Stockler, back to Waterman on the left side. Too much on that, as clearing it for Toledo Christian is Landon Schaefer. Goes out of bounds, and the Rangers will toss it in front of the Eagles bench. Schaefer there on the far side will get it off of Waterman, and possession will flip over to the Eagles. Down the right side, looking for Grody, who scored the last time he touched the ball. Stockler looking for Schrader down the right side. Schrader being harassed by Sam Patterson. Centered, off the mark, loose ball, but unfortunately no Ranger could come up with it. Instead, helping out with big time there, wait till he turns around. The keeper knocked it down, and then with a great play for the Eagles, I'll get his number as soon as he turns around. Still can't see it. 23 maybe it was Semro. Yes, I believe it was Semro. Kind of came up with that loose ball off of the hands of Gavin Justice. A Ranger was in the area that if that ball isn't booted out, it's a high scoring opportunity for the Rangers. Dwenger's attack bounces, and a one-hopper is fielded by Justice. Justice with a left foot across the midfield stripe. Albers for the Rangers. Taps it back. Apgar, nope, take it back. Lucas Patterson comes up with it for the Eagles. His pass to Gibson Briggs on the left side. Briggs being harassed with a Wellman, number 12. That one is Hunter. And it will stay with the Eagles deep inside of Ranger territory. Out for the Eagles is Schaefer. In for the Eagles is number 16, Garner Munn. And with a throw-in will be number 9, sophomore Isaiah Blevins. Grody and James Albers working against each other, and it will stay with the Eagles as Albers' attempt or attack goes out of bounds across the touchline. Sam Reinhart, a junior defensive player, will throw it in. Trying to hit a streaking number 7, Alex Goder, but that's broken up by the Rangers. Cleared deep into Toledo Christian territory. Apgar can't stop it, but Schrader is there. Now Apgar will push it back. That pass a little bit too soft, but Schrader able to win the battle. We'll feed it up to Dwenger. Everyone stays on side as Dwenger crosses, and Leffel not able to get a good attack, but does come up with the ball momentarily. Toledo Christian on the far side comes up with the ball. There's a whistle. And a violation or a foul, I believe, against New Knoxville. So with a direct kick on the far side in front of Coach Orozco will be the Eagles, and that will be put into play and right directly to Isaiah Blevins, who gets it back, and they'll now cross into Ranger territory and go to work. There's number 17, Hunter Bossa. Bossa is a junior. Where's number 17? A little back and forth action here just inside of Ranger territory. Now things are heating up as they attack the red zone, if you will. Patterson's attempt broken up. James Albers for New Knoxville. A little bit too much on a last touch, though. Gives the opportunity back to the Eagles, who take advantage of it and come away with the change of possession. Far side is number 14, Brock Grody. Grody working it. Good maneuvering, and will, in the end, they'll lose the battle or lose the ball, and it'll be kicked out of bounds or stay with Toledo Christian on the far side, but inside of Ranger territory. Clock running at 22 minutes and 30 seconds, so we're just about halfway through the second half. A goal by Brock Grody at the 28-27 mark of this half, the only score thus far. Gonzalez clears it for New Knoxville. Up the left side, no one home for the Rangers. It'll go out of bounds, and Semro will pick it up and turn around and reverse the field on the throw-in. Before that, I believe we'll have substitution for the Eagles. Nope, next time. That one goes off of the Rangers. That'll give everyone a chance to substitute. If one team does, I believe the other team can also. And in for the Eagles is number 10, Bryson Quinn. And I think Nathaniel Stahman, number 7 for New Knoxville, back into the contest. As well as maybe number 11, Noah Holland. Leffel on the far side in front of his bench, able to keep it in play. Stockler trying to run it down as the Rangers will push it down the right side. Waterman, or sorry, Schrader. His attempt out of reach, but also off the mark just a bit. Corner kick coming up. Goal kick coming up from Gavin Justice. Battle for the ball right now, won by the Rangers. They will advance it down inside of Toledo Christian territory. Schrader gets a deflection, has an opportunity, and he will score. So at the 20-29 mark, a deflection off of Schrader that came off of the keeper, able to score to tie the game. Jay Schrader, his first goal of the season. And the Rangers have tied it up here at 1-1. Again, it was one of those 50-50 balls, and Justice came out, tried to clear it. And in doing so, Schrader got himself in the way of the ball, not only knocked it down, but kept it in front of him, and the keeper was gone, no one else home, and gave him almost like a layup, a left-handed opportunity. I believe he finished it with his left foot to tie the game at the 20-minute, 9-second mark. As we approach the 20-minute mark now, so now we're in the final half of the second half. Alex Goder with a throw-in. Hunter Boza, 17, was in there for a little bit, trying to direct the ball, but the Rangers come away with it and advance it down the pitch, but quickly it's turned and back to the Ranger side it goes, or into Ranger territory. There's a whistle. And a foul, so it'll be New Knoxville ball. Stockler, number 1. Off Dwenger, who heads it down the pitch, and that one is headed out of bounds by number 13, Sam Reinhart. Rangers will now go to work with a throw-in. Stockler, a little bit too much height on that ball, and gave number 7, Alex Goder, the opportunity to not only steal but maintain it. This is Goder crossing the midfield line now. Off his back heel, battle of sevens right here with Stahman and Goder. Action going on right here. There'll be a whistle and a foul on Semro, number 23 of Toledo Christian. Direct kick now for the Rangers. Stockler to put the ball back into play for the Rangers. Off of the body of number 8, Nelson. Coming away on the right side is number 10, Bryson Quinn, up the right sideline. Gonzalez for New Knoxville there, but it goes off of an Eagle, so it'll be a throw-in for the Rangers. Noah Holland spinning, gets it through a defender. Stockler now. Loose ball come up with here now is Dwenger. Dwenger's left-footed attack, short hops Justice, and this time not only securing it but maintaining possession is a good job by Justice, and ball back across the midfield stripe. Stockler trying to keep it with him. Instead, Hunter Bossa was in there to kind of make it difficult. Rangers do come up with possession. No one home for the Rangers. Kind of a miss hit there by number 8, Nelson. And Waterman's attempt wide left, but almost a mistake by the Eagles as Nelson didn't get a good contact on clearing it. Rangers don't take advantage of it, and with that change of possession, some substitutions again as both teams running through their lineups, if you will. I mentioned earlier, New Knoxville, no seniors on this year's squad. Toledo Christian has 5 seniors. Ball down the left side. The center pass a little bit too much and into the hands of Justice, who corrals it. That one goes off of a Ranger, and it will be, take it back, it went off of an Eagle. So Apgar, Tyler Apgar, number 9. Try this again as Whistle had not put the ball into play yet. So Apgar, sophomore, will do the toss in with Stahman in the spot there for the ball, puts it back into Eagle territory. Off of Stahman's foot, flip of possession now will come up with number 13, Sam Reinhardt. His ball down the sideline was headed by Albers, who's working to keep possession, able to flip it a little bit back as Apgar now will kick it off of number 6, Ethan Dirth. And the Rangers will have the throw in as we have some subs coming in for the Rangers. Wellman, number 15, Cole, that is, replacing Apgar. Just under 15 minutes to play in the half. 1-1 the score. Both those goals coming here in the second half. Grody with 1 for the Eagles and Schrader with 1 for the Rangers. Off of New Knoxville, quickly getting it and putting it into play is Lucas Patterson, but he holds up here and waits for a better opportunity. Cole Wellman for the Rangers able to clear it momentarily, trying to find Waterman. Battle now, puts it back into the Eagles' hands as they will now attack. Try to get some numbers, some angles to pass and shoot. James Albers, good strength, hustling in there to break it up from number 16, Garner Munn. That will force a corner kick. Second of the half, 7th of the game. Tate Nelson in the left corner here for the Eagles. 13 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the contest. That one goes, I think, behind the net. goal kick for the Rangers. Substitution also for New Knoxville, number 1, Luke Stockler, back into the Ranger lineup. Reinhardt working against Dwenger. Reinhardt still with possession across midfield. Stammen for the Rangers there to boot it back, but right almost into the hands of the Eagles, but instead not handled cleanly. Dwenger a little bit too much on the deflection, can't quite come up with an opportunity, and instead Reinhardt will put the ball back into play for his teammates inside of their own territory. That ball scoots through a host of players and into possession of Garner Munn. Working down into scoring position are the Eagles. And trying to work it off of an Eagle, and apparently they might have done just that. Isaiah Blevins was down there, and I think the Rangers were able to get it off of his body to earn the goal kick. Waterman. Tate Nelson take that pass away from the Rangers and turn it back over to his team. Garner Munn on the left side, number 16, working around Stammen. Alber's there to clear it out, and it'll go out on the touchline. So a throw in from the left side deep in the corner for the Eagles as we approach or go just under the 12-minute mark. Want to thank Keyhole Pizza once again for supplying or sponsoring our keys of the game. Also to Precision Strip. They are our timeout sponsor. NK Supply is our new Knoxville Live View sponsor. And our player of the game that we'll be selecting is sponsored by NKTelco. There's a mess inside of the net there, a bunch of activity, and the Rangers able to clear it out. Waterman with possession as they will take it across and pass down the left sideline. Schrader, foot race now, trying to get the angle. Left foot shot on mark, but secured by Justice. Good job there by the Rangers, getting it out in front and letting the teammate, in this case Schrader, go after it. Had a solid contact, but right into the hands of Justice, who secured it and prevented the goal opportunity. Toledo Christian trying to get some action going with Garner Munn, but it's turned over. The Rangers with a little bit of pinball action here, as our tennis match almost, going back and forth across the midfield stripe. Now in control and down inside the 18. Lucas Patterson now will settle things down for the Eagles. Patterson, left side looking for Goder on the side. Goder now with possession. Working against him is Nathaniel Stammen for New Knoxville, who pushes it out of bounds, and we're into the final 10 minutes of action here. We're in the fourth quarter of the second half. 1-1 the score. Substitutions for each team enter the pitch. The throw-in goes to Semro almost, as he was there, couldn't quite get a control of it. That one rolled up into the hands of Richlane, who secures the opportunity or the shot. And he will blast it down across the midfield stripe deep into Eagle territory. Sam Patterson, number 12, the last one to touch it for Toledo Christian to try to flip the field. And right now in front of the Eagle bench, it will be a throw-in for the Eagles in front of their support players right now. Gonzalez there was working against the Eagles for the Rangers, but Toledo Christian comes up with the ball and working their way down inside the 18. Albers pushes it out for the Rangers. It'll stay with Toledo Christian. 8 minutes to play, second half. Reinhardt, his shot off the mark, out of bounds. Corner kick for Preston Richling. Substitution for the Rangers will be number 3, Andrew Leffel. He will replace Dwenger, who will get a much-needed break and then quickly probably return for the final 5+ minutes of action. Ball skips across the midfield stripe into the foot of Tate Nelson, who kicks it out of bounds. The Rangers will go to work. Went off of a Ranger, it looks like, so it'll be Toledo Christian ball. Nelson will step off. He's replaced by number 5, Gibson Briggs. On the far side, number 16, Garner Munn, working against the Rangers. Gonzalez, I believe it was, and Gonzalez kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in on the far corner side by number 23, Mark Simro. 6.5 minutes to play. Rangers headed out, but it stays with Toledo Christian. Stamino, nice job clearing it for New Knoxville. Apgar will run it down, try to advance it down the pitch. Ball nearly cleared by the Rangers. They're trying their best to kind of get it out of the middle of the pitch there, and Toledo Christian trying to do their best to keep the ball down there and go to work on offense. That's where it's at right now. That shot or pass by Blevins off the mark to the left. As I mentioned, I think on cue almost, is back in for the Rangers, number 2, Troy Dwenger, with 5 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the contest. Also for the Eagles, number 8, Tate Nelson back into the lineup, replacing Patterson. They'll redo that as the whistle to play wasn't blown in time or hadn't blown yet. Under 5 minutes to play. Richland with the goal kick. That one goes out of bounds. It'll be New Knoxville ball. Waterman with a quick throw in, trying to find Schrader. Goes off of an Eagle, looks like, and quickly trying to put the ball into play is Dwenger. He does just that down the sideline. And in the area right now is Sam Reinhardt, who will put it back out of bounds. And the Rangers, again, will advance it basically with throw-ins down the side. Dwenger looks like he has an opportunity. That one, again, right into the hands of Justice. Dwenger got a loose ball and went to work. Got a good effort on it. Justice, right place, right time, and a good-handed keeper, able to secure it for the Eagles. Leffel trying to run it down, can't do so in time. 3 more subs for the Eagles will enter here with 3 minutes, 45 seconds to play. Stockler for the Rangers, able to get it across the stripe. Back it goes to the Rangers side, and Albers will booted out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in coming up from number 13, Sam Reinhart.
Yeah, Lucas.
Over the head of everyone, but Stammen there for New Knoxville, and turns and boots it out of bounds. It'll be another throw-in. Again, it'll be Sam Reinhart for the Eagles with throw-in. Under 3 minutes to play. Clock moving. Off of Stammen. That could be a corner kick. I believe. Well, they quickly go in and just put it right back into offense. This time in the hands or the feet of Tate Nelson. Leffel will try to clear it with under 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. 2:22 and counting. Ball down on the Rangers side now as Waterman will be tripped up. Clock running. As we approach, actually it'll stop at 2:09. Not real sure if you can see in our camera angle, the official went over and is talking to someone. I don't know what happened there exactly. The clock is stopped at 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Ranger ball on their own side of the pitch. Game tied, match tied at 1 apiece. Leffel over to Apgar. It'll stay with the Rangers in the gray and red. Minute 15 counting. Apgar to Dwanger. Stockler left side trying to feed Schrader. Stammen will keep it in this side of the field. Clearing it momentarily, Isaiah Blevins for the Eagles. Minute 28. Far side, Eagles with possession, rolling down the pitch. Off of Albers. I believe that was Quinn in there as well for the Eagles. Number 9 off the mark, Isaiah Blevins. Whistle blows. A minute 5, minute 4, minute 3. Clock moving, just over 60 seconds. Under a minute to play. Leffel trying to work it down the pitch. Ethan Dirth clears it. Down to 42 seconds. Leffel trying to find Dwanger. It'll stay with the Rangers. It'll quickly go to work. 30 seconds to play. Apgar. Dwanger. Apgar working inside the 18. It'll be turned over. The final now 15 seconds. Justice. Corner kick, or a goal kick. Under 10, we're under 8. And that is your final buzzer. So after 2 40-minute halves of action, we end this game in a draw or a tie. 1-1 your final score. Both goals coming in the second half. The first one by Toledo Christian at the 28-27 mark by Brock Grody, and the Rangers answer at the 20-minute 9-second mark by Jay Schrader. That's the scoring, and we'll take a quick break and come back here and wrap things up here from New Knoxville. Once again, your final score: the Eagles 1, the Rangers 1, here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Back to New Knoxville here at the community park, where we have watched Toledo Christian and New Knoxville battle to a 1-1 tie here in this beautiful day for soccer. And the scoring all came in the second half. As I mentioned towards the end of the game, 2 goals were scored, one by each team, and the first one came from Brock Grody at the 28-minute, 27-second mark of the second half. And I kind of missed it. I thought maybe the Rangers had secured the ball down around the net, and evidently did not, and it was free, and Grody finished it to put the Eagles up temporarily 1-0. Then at the 20-minute, 9-second mark, kind of a freakish play again, or a loose ball, if you will, came down the pitch. Schrader was chasing it. Gavin Justice kind of came out of his 18 to clear it. When he did, it hit Schrader, bounced back towards the net. No one was home for the Eagles. Schrader, I believe, with his left foot, able to finish it. At least it was on the left side, and that tied things up at 1 apiece, and that's where the game's where we stayed and where we finished. So a tie, and we'll take a look at our stats here that we have down in the lower left corner. The top one's the most important one, and that's the score, 1-1. Unofficial shots. I had Toledo Christian down for 11, New Knoxville with 6. Shots on goal. The Eagles with 7, the Rangers with 4. Saves. Justice came up with 4, and Richland came up with 7. And corner kicks, the Eagles had 8, and New Knoxville had 3. So there are your final game stats. And in a well-played game, it looked like Toledo Christian really had the ball most of the game, especially in the first half. New Knoxville a little bit better job in the second half, maintaining possession and ball control. But in the end, it's a 1-1 tie. And before we wrap things up here, I'd like to announce our player of the game tonight, and that is brought to you by NKTelco Sports. And that award is going to go to Jay Schrader. He wore number 10. He's a midfielder for New Knoxville. He scored the only goal for the Rangers. So congratulations to Jay Schrader, our player of the game tonight. And I want to thank again our sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Minster Bank, Lincoln Electric Automation, Winners Meats, New Knoxville Supply, and NKTelco for bringing us this action tonight, high school soccer. And it was a good match on a good evening. And I'd like to thank our crew tonight. Our camera person tonight was Tyler Megato. Our director was Scott Robinson. My name is Jeff Henshin. I hope you enjoyed this telecast, and I want to thank you for watching. Once again, your final score: the Eagles won, the Rangers won, here on NKTelco Sports.